Well, it's push day. You've hit me late in the week and I've already had a couple days down, but today is volume push day. It's Thursday. I'm on a push, pull, legs split. So it's push, pull, legs, push, pull, legs. The second leg day of the week is actually like a wild card day. So I pick up anything I felt like kind of neglected, or I'll have a strongman day, or I can hit legs if I want to. It just depends. But see this right here? This is the secret. Along with this and bumping Cardi B on the way here, we about to get it.
So what you doing? You ain't got no weight on here.
I'm warming up. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's very important to warm up.
I ran up a check, I might do it again.
I'm fairly certain 90% of my audience is guilty of not doing an incline bench. Get your ass off of the flat bench, get over here to this incline. This right here, if you wear sleeveless shirts at all, you've got to have that upper chest. Very important. You don't realize how neglected it is until you start getting one. All right, well, finally got warmed up here. I usually take a pretty good while, especially my first exercise of the day. First exercise of the day, obviously I already said it, incline bench. Today being my volume day, I usually do my first set of push-pull legs of the week. I'll go heavy, which is like I'll either do 5 sets of 5 or 7 sets of 3, depends on how I'm feeling. Second half of my push-pull legs, which is this part of the week, I'll go volume. And for my working sets, I'll typically do 4 sets of 10 to 15.
Friends, 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins.
Alright, what I'm about to do here, this is going to be my last set on the incline bench. I'm going to do kind of a variation of a sets. Typically a set is when you go to failure. Let's say you go to 10, you get 10 before you fail. You cut the weight in half, and then you have to do half the weight for double the reps. But I'm not technically going to be doing half the weight. I'm just going to strip a plate. I'm going to do 2 plates for max reps, strip a plate, and then however many reps I got with 2, I'm going to double it for 1. And normally you can't get half the weight in one set. You're going to have to set it down, do like a rest pause style. Set it down, catch your breath a little bit, then finish. But I'm going to do double the reps with half the weight.
Do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up.
Next exercise, flat dumbbell bench. Volume day, but volume doesn't always mean a lot of reps. So volume to me means time under tension. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to alternate arms. So I'm going to hold one dumbbell extended, full extension. I'm going to do the other dumbbell, and then when I come back down, I'm going to swap arms. We'll alternate each time. And that's going to be a lot of tension, and I can make a better mind-muscle connection with my chest. Whenever I've got one already up there, I can just focus on one side. I really get that hard squeeze. Go with the other one, hard squeeze. When I do 2, I have a hard time making that connection. It's easy right here, but when I got the weight, it makes it easier when I only got to work on one side at a time.
So what you got? You warming up with these?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one or 2 warm-up sets.
Euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much.
That was my last working set on chest. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna catch my breath a little bit. Then I'm gonna do a drop set. I'm gonna drop way down in weight. Probably start with about the 80s. I'm gonna go to failure, drop weight, go to failure, drop weight, go to failure.
I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll.
Come here. brains of the outfit right
That's
here.
right. I control it all.
You got any questions? Right here. Don't mess with them other two boys that claim to be a part of this operation. It's right here. Overhead press on the machine. I'm gonna show you a little something here. So I love this machine. There's so many pulleys involved. You can't gather any momentum on this. That's why I love it so much. But if you sit facing forward like it shows, it's basically just a steep incline bench. Show you what I mean. So it's quite a bit out in front of me. It's not like an actual strict press. So what I do to combat that, flip around. And this way, this is like a standing strict press. See how you can get right underneath it? I'm gonna do about 4 sets, 10 to 12, 10 to 15, something like that.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me.
Most important tip of the day right here. Leave your pride in the locker room. Grab some of these. I use these on anything that I feel like my grip will fail before my target muscle group. So I'm not gonna go very heavy on these dumbbell laterals, but the volume is gonna be pretty high. So I fully expect my grip to go before my shoulders. So strap up. So another reason I use these straps is to make the mind muscle connection with the target muscle group, my mid delt. I like to take my thumbs out of the equation. Look here. So I'll take and I'll go a thumbless grip, and I'll try and put most of the weight on the pinky side of my hand, and it helps me make the connection with my medial delt when I do these. So your delt as a whole is broken down into 3 major muscle groups. So you got your front delt, which runs about right here, anterior delt, medial, middle delt here, and then posterior rear delt back here. Also, when I do these, it's really easy to get off track on laterals. There's a lot of muscles that could supplement in moving this weight. Your traps will try and take over, your lats will try and take over. So what I'll really try and do, I'll try and lock in my lats before I even get started, lock in my traps, and I'll try and just hinge right at the shoulder joint, pulling with just my medial delt if I can. That's what I try and do. And I only come about shoulder joint high. Any more than shoulder joint high, and then my traps get to work.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me, or you matter what. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what. Told you
Do a warm-up set here, reverse grip. Oh! Okay, so thing about reverse grip, it's a little deceiving. A lot of people, when they get in here and they don't really know what they're doing, they'll just grab it, just straight up reverse like this. And when you do that, when you get it off the rack, you're just supporting it with your thumbs, and that's a good way to knock all your teeth out. So I run it right across the middle of my hands, and I actually get a better connection that way with my triceps anyway. And you want that hard lockout at the top. That's that tricep.
it's not adding up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what. Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Bodyweight skull crusher, second tricep workout of the day. Well, you can adjust the weight on this. Obviously, you can move your J hooks if you need to, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a mechanical failure. So mechanical failure is when you start with the most difficult exercise and you move to an easier position. So I'm gonna do a skull crusher where I go behind the head first, do it till I can't do no more, and then I'm gonna come up here, which is just a little bit easier, and then I'm gonna move to like a close grip bench. So it progressively goes to an easier workout as I get more fatigued.
putting that up after using it?
I mean, it's pretty uncommon. I messed up. Probably should have left it out. Let me verify what I was going to do here. Cable flies, upright row, tricep push downs, no rest, all in a circuit. I'll probably have to go around 2 or 3 times. All right, so cable flies, tricep push downs, upright rows, all right here on the cables, no rest. I'll go over a couple tips as I go through this here. So cable flies, what I want you to think about when you're doing this is don't think directly about squeezing your chest. Think about trying to make your biceps touch each other. Keep your elbow joint angle the same throughout the entire movement. And not only are you trying to bring them together, but you're trying to push them out at the same time.
Any tips on this exercise?
I try and put the weight on the pinky side of my hand on this. And when I'm going for volume, I go all the way down to I can't really do any partials. All right, that's the end of push day, volume push day. So like I said, I do push, pull legs, push, pull legs. First set of push, pull legs is heavy, which will be like 3 to 5 reps per set. Second set of push, pull legs at the end of the week is volume. So that'll be like anywhere from 8 to 15, depends on how I'm feeling or what exercise I do. But this is just one split there's a bunch of different splits you can do. There's what I call a bro split, which is one muscle group a day per week. Arms, legs, shoulders, chest, back, all a different day. There's an Arnold split. We can get into all that, but anyway, we plan on doing a series. Today was push, next one will be pull, which will be like back, biceps, and then we'll have a leg split. And then possibly a strongman Saturday, which is kind of a wild card day, anything we felt like we neglected throughout the week, or we use it as an event day. So if I got an event coming up or somebody's got an event coming up, that's when you take your fundamental exercises and you translate them into event movement. So your deadlift, that's going to be your fundamental movement for Atlas stones. Strict overhead press, that's what your fundamental movement for log press. So that's one split you can use to train for an event. And it doesn't matter if it's powerlifting, strongman, bodybuilding, you can use any of these splits, arrange them to fit your needs. So come on back for pull day.